3:45 p.m. 3:45 p.m. on December 26, 2019. Good afternoon, folks and family. This is part 4 for the word for today, for December 26, 2019, part 4. The word for today, December 26, 2019. Let's get right into the word. Today, at 8:04 p.m. last night, on December 25th, 2019, the word of the Lord comes to me during the session where I'm just listening for his messages from the throne room. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. This is found in the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 18. Exodus 22 and 18. You shall not permit a sorceress to live. 8:09 p.m. on December 25th, 2019, in my journal entry. Witchcraft is of rebellion. Witchcraft is of rebellion. This is found in the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15, verses 23 through 25. 1 Samuel 15, verses 23 through 25. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he also has rejected you from being king. Then Saul said to Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord and your words, because I feared the people and obeyed their voice. Now therefore, please pardon my sin, and return with me, that I may worship the Lord. 8:11 p.m. 8:11 p.m. on December 25th, 2019, the word of the Lord comes to me once again, saying, Saul the king contacted a medium to reach Samuel. Saul the king contacted a medium to reach Samuel. This is found in the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 28, verses 3 through 25. 1 Samuel, chapter 28, verses 3 through 25. Now Samuel had died, and all Israel had lamented for him and buried him in Ramah in his own city. And Saul had put the mediums and the spiritists out of the land. When the Philistines gathered together and came and encamped at Shunem. So Saul gathered all Israel together, and they encamped at Gilboa. When Saul saw the army of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart trembled greatly. And when Saul inquired of the Lord did not answer him, either by dreams, or by Urim, or by the prophets. Then Saul said to his servants, Find me a woman who is a medium, that may go to her and inquire of her. And his servant said to him, In fact, there is a woman who is a medium of Endor. So Saul disguised himself and put on other clothes, and he went, and 2 men with him. And they came to the woman by night, and he said, Please conduct a seance for me, and bring me up for the one I shall name to you. And the woman said to him, Look, you know what Saul has done. He has cut off the mediums and the spiritists from the land. Why then do you lay a snare for my life to cause me to die? And Saul swore to her by the Lord, saying, As the Lord lives, no punishment shall come upon you for this thing. Then the woman said, Whom shall I bring up for you? And he said, Bring up Samuel for me. When the woman saw Samuel, she cried out with a loud voice. And the woman spoke to Saul, saying, Why have you deceived me, for you are Saul? And the king said to her, Do not be afraid. What did you see? And the woman said to Saul, I saw a spirit ascending out of the earth. So he said to her, What is his form? And she said, An old man is coming up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, and he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed down. Now Samuel said to Saul, Why have you disturbed me by bringing me up? And Saul answered, I am deeply distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and God has departed from me and does not answer me any more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called you, that you may reveal to me what I should do. And Samuel said, So why do you ask me, seeing the Lord has departed from you and has become your enemy? And the Lord has done for himself as he spoke by me, for the Lord has torn the kingdom out of your hand and given it to your neighbor David, because you did not obey the voice of the Lord, nor execute his fierce wrath upon Amalek. Therefore the Lord has done this thing to you this day. Moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with you into the hand of the Philistines, and tomorrow you and your sons will be with me. The Lord will also deliver the army of Israel into the hand of the Philistines. Immediately Saul fell full length on the ground and was dreadfully afraid because of the words of Samuel, and there was no strength in him, for he had eaten no food all day or all night. And the woman came to Saul and said that he was severely troubled, and said to him, Look, your maidservant has obeyed your voice, and I put my life in my hands, and heeded the words which you spoke to me. Now therefore please heed also the voice of your maidservant, and let me set a piece of bread before you and eat, that you may have strength when you go on your way. But he refused and said, I will not eat. So his servants together with the woman urged him, and he heeded their voice. He arose from the ground and sat on the bed. Now the woman had found a calf in the house, and she hastened to kill it. And she took flour and kneaded it, and baked unleavened bread from it. So she brought it before Saul and his servants, and they ate. Then they rose and went away that night. Okay, folks and family, the last entry in my journal is at 8:12 p.m. on December 25th, 2019. 8:12 p.m. December 25th, 2019. Ouija boards are forbidden. Ouija boards are forbidden. This is found in the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 31. 1 John, chapter 4, verse 1. Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 10. Revelation, chapter 21, verse 8. And Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 6. So let's go to Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 31. Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 31. Give no regards to mediums and familiar spirits. Do not seek after them, to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. 1 John, chapter 4, verse 1. 1 John 4 and 1. Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 10. Deuteronomy 18:10. There shall not be found among you anyone who makes a son or daughter pass through the fire, or one who practices witchcraft, or a soothsayer, or one who interprets omens, or a sorcerer. Revelation chapter 21, verse 8. Revelation 21 and 8. For the cowardly, unbelieving, abominable, murderers, sexually immoral, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burn with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 6. Leviticus 20 and 6. And a person who turns to mediums and familiar spirits to prostitute himself with them, I will set my face against that person and cut him off from his people. Okay, the next entry. Why do you seek the living from the dead? Why not ask your God? Why do you seek the living from the dead? Why not ask your God? This is found in two books of the Bible. Luke chapter 24, verses 5 through 7, and Isaiah chapter 8, verse 19. So let's go to the book of Luke, chapter 24, verses 5 through 7. Luke 24, 5 through 7. Then as they were afraid and bowed their faces to the earth, they said to them, Why do you seek a living among the dead? He is not here, but he is risen. Remember how he spoke to you when he was still in Galilee, saying, The Son of Man must be delivered into the hands of sinful men, and be crucified, and the third day rise again. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 19. Isaiah 8 and 19. And when they say to you, Seek those who are mediums and wizards, who whisper and mutter, should not a people seek their God? Should they seek the dead on behalf of the living? Okay, folks and family, that's it. That's part 4 for the word for today, part 4 for December 26, 2019. Everyone have a great day. Have a blessed week. Take care of yourselves. God bless you in everything you do. God loves you, and so do I. Remember, Jesus is coming soon. Very, very soon. Sooner than you think. He's going to come in a day and hour that you won't be expecting him to come. So get ready. I love you all very much, and stay tuned for part 5, the last part of this series. Part 5 is after this video. I love you all very much. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye for now.